Hello students, welcome to biology class. In the previous class, we have started with a chapter that is the living world, and we have discussed what is biology and what is biodiversity, that is the varieties of plants and animals which are there on the earth together we call as biodiversity, and we can define it as the sum total of species richness. And we also have discussed what is living. It is the state of being alive. It is a very important one mark question. And I also mentioned about the characters of living organisms, that is the growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular organization, and consciousness. Okay, I have mentioned this in the last class. In today's class, I am going to discuss these characters of living organisms. Okay, here comes the first character of living organism is the growth and development. Okay, here the growth is a permanent and irreversible increase in size of an organism which is accompanied by an increase in dry weight. Here growth refers to the irreversible increase in size. Okay, see, when you are a kid you are very short, but now you are very tall. Okay, this we call as growth, and it is a permanent. Okay, it cannot be reversed. Okay, so it will we call the growth as irreversible increase, means which cannot be reversed. You cannot be short again. Okay, the first point is clear. Then the development is some of changes that occur in an organ or an organism during its lifetime. Okay, once the growth is attained, once the height is attained, it will be constant throughout your life. But development will be change in the organ or an organism. Okay, development means it's a change. The see, when you are a child, when you are in a childhood, you will be having a different body style and body language. But when you attain the adulthood and when you attain the old age, your development will be changed. That sum of all the changes we call as development. Okay, then all living organisms will grow. It is a natural process, and it is a known fact that all organisms will be growing. You can see the plant, it will grow. You can see the cat, you can see the dog, you can see the animals and plants, it will be growing. That means growth is a main key feature of the living organisms. Then a multicellular organisms grows by cell division. Okay, here cell division refers to mitosis. You might have heard about the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. You have studied these in your school days. Cell division means mitosis. Through mitosis, most of the organisms will be growing. For example, plants and animals. Even we are growing by cell division. Fine. Then in plants, growth by cell division occurs continuously throughout their lifespan. Plants will be growing. So many years they will be growing. It is mainly because of the cell division. Cell division ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, so they will be growing continuously. So I hope this first point is clear. Growth and development. ಇಲ್ಲಿ growth ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ height ಆಗೋದು. ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬಾಡಿಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಕೋತ ಹೋಗೋದು. Okay, I hope you have understood these points. If you have any doubts in the first point, you can text me or you can ask me. Then coming to the second one, that is reproduction. Here reproduction is also the main feature of living organisms. It is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to young ones similar to itself. Here both the parents will be involved in a sexual process, then they will be giving rise to the young one. Okay, two parents will be combining to produce the new individuals. Then reproduction enables continuity of species generation after generation. If there would be no generation, if there would be no reproduction, then you cannot see the existence of generations. ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ನೇ ಇದ್ದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗೋ ಒಂದು ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. Because of the reproduction, we are seeing our next generations. Okay, organisms reproduce by asexual or sexual methods. See, in reproduction there are two types. One is asexual, another one is sexual. Okay, here yeast and hydra reproduce by budding. Yeast is a fungi and Hydra is a coelenterate which reproduce by budding. Budding means one main parent body ಇಂದಾನೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು small bud ಬರೋದು. Okay, small bud will be arising from the parent body, that we call as budding. In planaria, regeneration is observed. Planaria means it's a flatworm. ಓಕೆ, ಚಪ್ಪಟೆ ಹುಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನಡದೊಳಗೆ. ಪ್ಲಾನೇರಿಯಾ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ reproducing by regeneration means it will produce its lost parts. Then certain fungi, algae reproduce by fragmentation. Fragmentation means the small pieces of the organism which are cut, they are capable of growing into the new individual. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಂದನೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ದಿಸ್ reproduction is also clear. Reproduction means two parents will be involving in the sexual contact, then they will be producing the new offsprings or new individuals or young ones, we can say. Okay, in reproduction there are two types, asexual and sexual. ಓಕೆ, ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರಾ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ಲೆನೇರಿಯಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಂಗೈ, ಆಲ್ಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ನಿಂದ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್. Okay, where the male and female gonads will be fused, then fertilization is done, then offsprings will be developed. Okay, this is about reproduction. In today's class we have discussed about the growth and development and reproduction. In the next class I am going to discuss the metabolism and cellular organization and consciousness. I hope today's class is clear. If you have any doubts you can text. Thank you.